Hey guys, so I gotta put all this crap in my hand down. So I've been working on the car all week, but it's just been little things that take a couple of minutes, so I haven't been filming it. I'll show you those right now. If you see, these guys have been replaced on both sides. They're now not broken. I replaced this middle arm guy. I replaced this mirror, the whole thing. 2 of the 3 mounting points in here were broken, and the mirror itself was like hanging out, so that's replaced. It's like grass off my car. And here's the other guy that got replaced. So, as you guys know, I'm chasing down a idling problem. I checked the codes. I don't know how to erase the codes with the scanner that came with the car, so I have this little cheap guy that will erase the codes. I'm going to erase the codes right now so I can start the car and see what pops up next and see what the current codes are. This is a constant control relay module. It controls the AC, fuel pump, and the cooling fan. I'm hoping that this is what's wrong with the AC. There's a relay, it's right in this section in here, that is not replaceable. You can desolder it and solder it back on, solder a new one back on, and sometimes fix the problem. But I just got a used one off eBay that was verified working before they pulled it. If this doesn't work, then I'll try desoldering my original one. So we're gonna put that in the car today. I'll show you where that's located here in a minute. Also, I got a code for it, so I ordered one, and I replaced it very quickly last night. A fuel pump module. So this is what it looks like. This is the new one. The old one's there on that. So I just kind of plugged it in to see what it would do. I did start it last night and it idled, but I had been driving it around prior to that, and it usually idles after I've been driving it. So this is the first start of the day. You're gonna be in the car with me and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it idles, but that's kind of why I want to clear out the codes so I can see what the current codes are and start troubleshooting from there. Ooh, so far so good, guys. So far so good. Man, it's idling at just about 1,000 RPM. This is the best it's ever started up and idle. So hopefully it warms up, RPMs will drop, and it just stays idling. Oh, what's happening? It is dropping RPMs. Let's see what happens. That's a little annoying. My seatbelt light always yells at me. It stops eventually. Seems to be doing okay so far. Give it a little gas. This module fixes it, because if not, the other symptoms of the code, I don't remember what the code was, but the other symptoms of the code like what problems it could be are fuel pump, which I already replaced, that fuel pump module, or like harness stuff. So it's most likely, I'm not gonna say it's not, it's most likely not the harness. That fuel pump that I put in there was just it wasn't cheap. It was $147, but it was like a Carcraft brand from Advanced Auto Parts, and it didn't really want to fit. I kind of had to like make it fit, so it could be the fuel pump, and I really hope it's not. Guys, well, this is getting kind of long. We're gonna go ahead and turn the camera off. I'm sure it's boring just sitting here in the car with me. I'll probably even edit some of this out, but I'll turn the camera back on and have some more stuff going on. So these are the codes I'm getting from my little cheap scanner. I'm about to erase them, but I thought I'd show you. Sorry, I'm moving in. I gotta look at what I'm doing. So I got a P0171 and a P1237. So I've documented that. Now I'm going to go ahead and erase them. It was still idling funny for sure. It was like kind of searching for RPMs. Rum. So we'll see. So we're going to go ahead and delete this guy too. Okay. So we still got that code, which is fine. We'll look up what that is here in a minute, and I'll get back to you guys. Well, we still got the code, and that code is the same one that told me to replace that secondary circuit for the fuel pump, and that's the fuel pump driver module that I replaced, or it could be the fuel pump or wiring harness. So man, that's annoying. So I'm not real sure what we're gonna do about that. Maybe, I don't know. So I don't know. I really don't want to drop that fuel tank again. It wasn't very much fun, but now I can probably do it at my stepdad's shop and at least be out of the sun. So I'm mostly annoyed about wasting $147 on that crappy Advanced Auto Parts fuel pump. We'll keep researching it. Maybe we'll do something about it. That was it, guys. Just wanted to update you. I looked it up, and that's what it was. So I was able to get that. You can see I don't have any check engine lights going on right now. I was able to get that other code to finally clear and stay cleared, and the car is idling right now. So I plugged in my SCT. It's an SCT 3015 scanner in, and these are the codes I have on it. I'm trying to see if you can see it. In case you can't see, it's a P1460 and a P1131. Let's see what the description on that is. Okay, that 1460 is a wide open throttle AC circuit. That's what this is. That's what that's going to take care of. And let's see what this 1131 is. Lack of H02 S11 switches sensor. Indicates lean. Okay. Well, let's see if we can delete those maybe. Yeah, here we go. Turn key on. Do not start engine. We're just going to ignore that second part on. Keys on. So it cleared it successfully. I don't know how well you can see this screen, but... So currently we have no check engine lights, so we're going to see how it goes, and I'm sure that one for the constant control relay module, the wide open throttle AC circuit, will come back. But we're expecting that because we're going to take care of that today with this. So I'll turn this off and do some more work on the car, guys. All right, guys, I tried to jack the car up, but it is so low I couldn't get that jack under there. I just wanted to give myself a little more space in the wheel well. So all I did was unscrew this screw that was right there, and then I just kind of moved this out and pried it down. The constant control relay module, it's really dark in there, probably not gonna be able to see, but it's just right here. It's just got 2 bolts. Here we go. So this is it right here. So there's a bolt here and there's a bolt on the other side. We'll see what we can do to get it off. All right, got it out. So this is my fault for not watching the videos totally through, but there's a little screw guy right there that is a 5mm, let's see, yeah, 5mm screw that goes through the harness itself. So it goes through here, and that's actually what holds the wiring harness on. So yeah, be aware of that. So I ended up just taking off the bolts here and here from the bracket because it was easier. I'm gonna throw this other one on and see what happens. All right, it is on. So I ended up popping the hood, taking off the air filter here, and it is right here. This is it right here. So I needed to reach this top bolt that was like right on the other side where my finger's pointing, and I found it easier to kind of reach from underneath. You can see through to the grass on the other side and kind of hug the fender. So let me get this back in here and put this screw back in it right there. Put the filter back on, and we'll turn the car on, and with any luck, fingers crossed, the AC will work. All right, so I got the inner fender well back on, air filters back on, everything's bolted up, ready to go. Wash my hands so I don't get my new interior dirty. Let's start it up, see what happens. Well, I hear my fuel pump, so I guess that's a good thing, because that controls that also. Let's go ahead and close the cutouts so you guys can hear me. Surprisingly, no check engine light. I'm gonna say there was one on there before. Let's see what it does. Let's see if the clutch is turning on. No, I don't see it turning on. It's that done there. Of course the engine dies, sweet. AC's not working. Let's plug this guy in and see if it gives us any codes. Alright, so it's wanting us to turn the key off. I guess we'll listen. Key's off. Oh, this is for programming. We don't want to do that. We want to check engine. Read DTCs. Turn key on. Key is on. So we got our 1460 and 1237. We got that wide open throttle one. So let's this other one, secondary circuit. So those are the two that we've been having. Let's clear them. All right. They are cleared. have the fuel pump secondary circuit, fuel pump driver module. I've already replaced that though. That's what I just replaced that. Alright guys, so this is probably pretty boring. I'll turn this back on when I have something else going on. So I'm messing around with these functions here, and I'm doing this mostly for my benefit. But its strategy tune is RYA-F1C8. So I'm gonna mess with tuning this and see what I can do. Alright guys, so I brought my idle speed up both in drive and in park or neutral, whatever. I've got it set to about, I think it was like 770 in drive, and I went to 970 in park. I was noticing that the RPMs kept wanting to drop down to like 600 or something like that, and then the car was having a hard time and it was wanting to die. So I'm in drive right now and it's sitting right about my 750, 770 mark. It feels like it's idling rough, but I think that's just from it having stage 2 cams, because it's not wanting to die yet. It's just kind of like idling and sounding badass. So let's see what it does when I put it back in park. Okay, there, shifted my RPMs back up. Let's go back to drive. See if, ooh, oh, come on baby, I'm gonna give it a little bit of gas, maybe it will stop doing that. Yeah, okay, so we don't have any check engine lights on. As you can see, it's at operating temperature, so I want to see if the cooling fan's on. Not, but could just be because it doesn't need to be on. I'm gonna close this hood. I'm gonna take it for a little drive real quick. You guys can come with me. So it usually likes to die in reverse, and it seems to be doing okay so far. As well data log if you can. It's set to monitor. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do anything with it or not. No PID selected. Don't really know what that means. All right. Stop sign, doing all right. So far so good, it's idling fine. I don't have a check engine light on yet. There's a 2-valve under that tarp. He's got a supercharged 2-valve there in the garage too. Talked to that guy yesterday when I was getting the mail. So I adjusted in the tune. It was set at 93 octane. Well, I don't use 93 octane, use 91 because that's available on the pump. And like I said, I adjusted the idle. I bumped it up 2 selections on the drive selection, 2 or 3 in the neutral selection. It's idling great. Hopefully that took care of my idle issue. I wanted to stumble on its face there. I wonder if that's a... This feels like it's not getting the proper amount of fuel. I don't know what's up with that. I think I'm going to end up having to change that damn fuel pump that I just put it in. But I don't know. We'll tackle that when we get there. Let's focus on the positive. It's idling. And it sure is idling. I think that we're not getting enough fuel. That's what I think. So I need to look into that. We still don't have any check engine lights coming on though. I guess it wouldn't be a project car if there wasn't things to work on, so we'll figure it out. It's still a fun car. We're out driving it, and that's better than it was last week. It was just sitting in front of my house, not running. Let's see if we can do a sick burnout here in Mexico real quick. Maybe we'll at least do that. Yeah, well, at least did a burnout. Still doesn't like RPM romping though, but did a burnout. Oh man, it's a good thing my neighbors like my loud cars, because man, this is too much fun. This car's a lot of fun. It still needs work, yeah. Nobody said it didn't, but yeah, trade for a 4-wheeler, guys. You know, we're doing all right. It's still a lot of fun. It's not quite track ready yet, but man, it's such a blast. Well, I think I'm pretty much gonna end the video here, guys. I'll pull into the driveway and open up the cutouts. And I'll do my sign out. guys, well, until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, thanks for subscribing, thanks for your thumbs up, and until next time, I look forward to seeing you again.